welcome to the last edition of the program Good Morning Salone for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Today na Friday, February 13, 2026, and where they bring come this edition of the program Good Morning Salone come to you. My name na Yeno Kabia.
And my name na Chango Jalo. Good morning. Inside the program this morning, according to the lead defense counsel for the APC Secretary General Lasna Dumbia, lawyer Suleiman Kabakoma, Senate President Julius Madabio, and Assistant Commissioner of Police Francis Momodu Tomi.
Well, the program, they continue well inside the program today. According to the lead defense counsel for the APC Secretary General, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya Suleiman Kabakoma say, na President Julius Madabio and Assistant Commissioner of Police Francis Momodu Tomi, na the complainants them where the state they represent by this case. The Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Sise, say, because of the contract where government been signed with Jolax Manufacturing Company inside 2022, make government be able to save about $180 million waiting for use for import vegetable oil. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to Minkailu Koroma when a member na the APC party communication team, but whether the APC party go carry on with the lower level election without the Secretary General. Well, listen another story there all inside the program for you. Plus, we go talk to Lawyers Society. We go talk about why they think say the decision where the president take for pick the chief electoral commissioner not to the right team. When members say they listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and our Leo Rock Metal Group, they support Radio Democracy for bringing the program Good Morning Salone come to you and powered by AfriCell. And say if they listen we live from radio partner them from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falabadi States, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1G 101.3 na Pujon Districts, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailaun, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando Radio on 95.7 na Kono Districts, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Potlako District, Radio Katsbami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, and at FM on 95.9 Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salone. You self get the opportunity for be part of the program by way how we can send a text message to the number 077-981-981, or you go to our Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop your comments there, and self if you watch me on YouTube on Radio Democracy, the program they continue.
The program indeed na Good Morning Salone come to you from a broadcasting house in New Englandville, and inside the program as the way to studio guests them will start to look at issues. The Director General for the National Civil Registration Authority, Mohamed Masakoi, say the new office where NCR do open na Lunge community, Kafubulom Chiefdom inside Potloko District Northwest Region, na part of government commitment for take civil registration to people na hard to reach area them. A talk this way NCR go open new office na Lunge community, Kafubulom Chiefdom Northwest Region. Ademi Jackson made a part of this engagement and put this report together.
Civil registration na process where government can use for register citizens them, as this can make government know about the one them where they live in the country. Also, they can put program them together for develop citizens their life. For sake of this, make government be set up the National Civil Registration Authority for the register citizens them. But one challenge where people don't get more like the one them where they live in a hard to reach area them, as some can travel from the community come Freetown for do the registration. For address them challenge them here, make the National Civil Registration Authority don't go open the new office na Lunge, Kafobulom Chiefdom na Potloko District, Northwest Region. Where it talk the acting chiefdom speaker for Kafobulom Chiefdom, Chief Pa Almami Samba Dumbia, start for talk about the role where traditional leader them play for CC NCRA open office na Lunge community.
It means a lot as a chiefdom. My honorable paramount chief has been very passionate and very instrumental in ensuring that we have an CRA office established here in our chiefdom, so that we can have freedom especially transportation costs, can be reduced from here to Putloko. Not only once, because to and fro is 140,000. But I mean, the Paramount Chief had taken over himself to ensure that we engage the NCRA for about 2 or 3 months. Here, we want to be very grateful to the NCRA for that. Now, been challenged for we, the Paramount Chief, with in wisdom, now will make necessary moves to make sure say let the office can naya.
Pa Almami Samba Doumbouya also be make this appeal to people at the 3 chiefdom where this office get for serve.
My message to the people of Kambulom is for us to cooperate, right? To ensure that everybody gets his or her own ID. Because your ID is your right. Your ID is your right. It does not discriminate you from being a Sierra Leonean. It only ensures and empowers you to be what you want to be, a free Sierra Leonean.
Aissatou Cissé, Chaledin Akafo Bulom Chiefdom, talk about the challenge where them as women be the face for get the ID card and waiting and think about the office where NCRA don't go open at the community.
It not be easy for like me, so it not be easy for me. I go pull up for 3 times for like able get ID card. And even the time where they car with Anaya, where they can snap people, they will pick it, they will not be able for them able to snap because they say now where you get voter card, you go snap. Like I don't cancel Naya, would they make sure say we pick it, they all let able to take this ID card. We're so happy because it's so strengthful. We come here go pull up, come here go free song. You check for the transport. You pay 70 for go 70 come. Any day where you go now 140,000. Then you don't pay 3 days. It's over 400,000. So if you go don't make today, this office don't care. No, Mama, I will not lie by you. Gladly. We all happy. And we will make sure say this work. We go help una for one. Because we go out for talk to people, they make them come there, they can take them card there.
Inside in your talk, the Director General for the National Civil Registration Authority, Mohamed Masako, say the new office where they don't open are part of the commitment was he say then take civil registration to people them.
We are in Lungi, Kafo Bulom, serving 3 communities or chiefdoms, that is Kamasundu, Lokomasama, and Kafo Bulom. We are here today to deliver what we had promised as a government. When we launched the production and issuance of ID cards project, His Excellency promised that this is a project that will be decentralized. ID services will be taken to the doorsteps of our people. He had me tell people here that in the past, people will have to travel to FETA with so much inconvenience to obtain their ID cards. Inconvenience of paying transportation, to and fro, feeding, sustenance, accommodation, etc. But by the goodwill of His Excellency, we have decentralized that. You have no reason to go to FETA. We are moving to your communities like we have had now. Today we are formally establishing an ID production and issuance outlet in Lungi that will serve the local district, specifically in Lokomasana, Kafobolon, and Kamasono chiefdoms. This is done at the request and engagement of the local authorities, also at NCRA.
But waiting at the impact where this new office could create, the Director General for NCRA he explained.
Economically, they will have to have service now. You don't have to pay transport over anywhere for your ID. Just walk through a couple of minutes to the NCRA office here, and then you have your ID. You wait for it within the next couple of hours, like we said in the contract, then you have your ID card. So meaning you have no other challenge of moving around again for ID card. So you now have the possibility to make use of what we have provided. That's what the impact there is. We are assuaging the challenges, the inconvenience our people face in the past. We are lessening those challenges, those bodies, for them to enjoy very well now and just come around and have their ID.
When Masako say NCRA will continue for work for CCA, citizens then get the ID card and other civil registration document them for the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
The program they continue as they wait for we studio guests them or they continue for look at issues them inside the program. One stand-up comedian at Salone Desmond Benya say over the past year, government is say don't they support the entertainment industry. In talk this is one interview to Radio Democracy where in the talk about in Laugh for Love comedy show where in go all February 14 this year when he explained more to me inside this interview for sake of this in show.
With all due respect to the music industry and, of course, the movie industry, the comedy industry didn't do well in the past 5 years and more. Shows then sold out. A lot of people then lack the arts of comedy now because don't try for change them from that idea where somebody they paint your face, you know. Not only paint your face in a comedy, now which you deliver to the audience, you know. So like when me come, I do my masters in Afrobeat College on the challenges facing the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone. I come down and I bring the guys them together, Yemata, Kindo, Obama faculty, Oga, or what. Then the main one will bring them together, Van Boy, Jebez, Jao Kate, they all come, they will try for change that concept. Now you see a lot of them, they go to tertiary education for let they able to empower themselves academically.
So the entertainment industry as a whole now one way plenty people don't they say not only grow and not only get the support where they forget from government. Somebody don't say now this industry, you don't mentor people what you go say about in the area of that we come about support from government.
I believe the government don't do invest. His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Madabio, the man we value entertainment because he appoints an entertainment ambassador, Ambassador Caldinero. We're not the first time in the history of Sierra Leone. Ambassador Caldinero self-appointed me as a board member representing all comedians in Sierra Leone. And we don't see beside, people that don't come in for save lives. For example, we see Bobby, we sing that Fele, he rise to fame, it drop, it degenerate, it build Sansana Kenema. Chief Minister Dr. David Senge come in, he able to help him, he don't change your life, and now he in a studio. You understand? Amika Long, the legend, only in this country for over 30 to 40 years they sing. President Bio in government on that day, you see Amika Long don't go, America, Dubai, you understand? Vida not be well, get some challenges, we own now, but firstly they come in, you see he go overseas. The government is trying your best. It left to win all the entertainers for all you able to add more effort so that we'll be international as we see comedians that come on Nigeria come, they pay them a lot of money. We say for one get a platform. Some of you don't perform international, but we want to young company comedians and say get that kind of platform where they go international because you will get more value, more exposure, and you will be exposed to a lot of facilities.
So now we're talking about the show where they come up with Valentine's Day. What's in the show about?
Yeah, Valentine about love. For the past 10 years now, they do this show, different venues. This year, in Family Kingdom, and on Valentine's Day, February 14, a time where people have to come together with their families, the loved ones, the wife, the girlfriend, boyfriend. And me now, my own style of comedy is I get decent jokes. We even picking themselves, they accommodate them. Because we see the audience, if you know it for say. You see small picking them, if you know it for say. Big people them, if you know it for say. So this now a time when every year, last year I've been to Money Conference Center, this year in the Family Kingdom. A lot of people don't come on board, even the Chief Minister of the Republic. Dr. Morning David saying herself, no consent for attending. A lot of corporate houses don't come on board when they say go use few minutes for talk about within the operations. So it's gonna be fun, musicians and they stand by for support me because we they say they get it shows them how they go support them. So it's gonna be fun at the Family Kingdom.
So what are they expecting the package we'll get for this program?
Yeah, for example, the comedians they will get Kindwa Money, Ye Mata, faculty or War, Agbasosa, you name them, Emoji, Sonia, Johannes, we get a lot of them. The musicians, them, a lot don't come on board, say they perform. I just want to surprise the guests them. But the comedians, them from Slack, you understand, Sierra Leone Association of Comedians, we're not the parent body, me not the president for stand-up comedians, but go parent body, we're not Mr. Jibes, we're not the president. So all they work together. And of course, we get the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Mrs. Nabila Tunis. We open up, it help a lot of entertainers. Then get for be one of the guests of honor. And of course, we get also Mr. Mohamed Gento Camara. We don't provide employment for Sierra Leoneans and I'm get love for entertainment inside get for the day.
So this show now free people and they go inside.
When me show, I can make it very affordable. Because people and they will like my style of comedy, but not so they all get money too much. So I can make the list ticket 100 leons, then 100,000 leons, old leons. And I get the 500, I get 1,000 VIP number donation. Most times, with few corporate houses and come on board, we don't come in, I can use that enough for cover up for the ordinary man, we don't get much money. So that if you get 200, say if you go get pay 100, you will live your life with the balance. And most times, I can even provide some refreshment for no matter the level of ticket because somebody no can deal with you, laugh for 4 or 5 hours, it'll be refreshing. So I invite all Sierra Leoneans. I get large fan base people and let me jokes them. And I don't work for so many people, weddings, corporate programs. And a lot of them don't book for let them come get a space for get fun.
Okay, so once you don't happen, apart we talk about comedy show, musical concerts and all. Now the timing. So how quick this program will start for make people themselves go enjoy, for see the posse where then go for when at Desmond for come on stage on time and begin perform the
Yeah,
acts.
I get 2 appearances. The first one they come very early by the 8 p.m. The program for the start because remember saying it's Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday people can get for go church. So latest 12 to 1 the show for on the end. I have got 2 appearances in. The other artists and musicians that will come on board. You know, free-tone players, one-pot comedians, they want any legends in the game. They all they around for provide side attraction. So it's gonna be fun. And a lot of people from all walks of life, you know, be politicians, music, government workers, you get business people, you know, foreign people from EU, another American embassy, the people that will book and get a ticket for come tomorrow. So it's gonna be fun.
So
And only 3 days for the fast month begin. 90 show you day for Ramadan. So people who can use the opportunity or can get fun with their loved ones them as they go down to the Ramadan.
so the place again and the time.
Family Kingdom, Valentine's Day, Saturday, tomorrow, Valentine's Day, 14th February, 8 p.m. The show for the start.
So what you go send, the message you go send to salon people where and the one that we like comedy business.
Come on board, you get forget fine jokes them. The area what they na agents, the thief now area. The Morima we can catch the thief man, the thief the Morima in bag. Why they sit was scare? Me mama can me go Waterloo for let the Morima wash me face for last it was. 12 o'clock night I see the Morima they study. You know all for see the was.
So now then see how they expect.
Yeah, a lot of them day. So a lot of jokes and day, you know. Thanks so much and I wish for see lovely Sierra Leoneans that day.
Well, if they listen to one stand-up comedian, Desmond Benya, we they talk to me inside that interview day. As him they talk for sake in comedy show we go up on February 14, Valentine's Day, na Family Kingdom. The program we they listen to, now Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM.
The program they come to you from a broadcasting house in New Englandville and also go on for welcome for studio guest to Dongan. The program we come out from Lawyer Society and Claude Bami Davis and the Public Relations Officer a Common Law Society. Then at the program this morning we can't talk about the issue we then get with the appointment so far with Edmond Abu as the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning, 98.1. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Well, the program will continue. We come over to our studio guest and Lawyer Society for long time now. Don't they do plenty thing them. We get for do it in them. We they also don't they talk on thing them. We get for do it lawyers them. Talk on thing them. We get for do it human rights, democracy, and plenty other thing them. We see Osai February 10 this year. President will be appoint Edmond Alpha as the Chief Electoral Commissioner. According to the letter we come out to society copy some plenty and political party them for sake of this make Lawyer Society them people concern and they get different concern them also then talk on waiting gets for do with the constitutional review they carry on now and the tripartite some of the recommendation they within there but waiting inside the letter make we get Claude Bami Davis when are the public relations officer for Lawyer Society. Before we can talk about the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner Edmond Alpha, where the president be appointed. Let me talk now the constitutional review process they on right now. Also, according to the Attorney General, we don't say that different people and send them different inputs them now the review process, so then go back na Parliament for see how Parliament go able for amend them. Una na Lawyers Society when campaign the law lawyers them know waiting the law say and how for interpret them. So far so good. Waiting on be una input and una take on the constitutional review process.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad if we get this opportunity for tell the people of Sierra Leone, say we are just not there to call out government on issues, right? We get for do with the constitution, democracy, and the protection of human rights. But we're also there for participating governance. So when this constitution amendment bill come and they come to public knowledge, we identify key areas of interest where we know say get for do with a critical areas, right, in we governance space. And so we do a position paper. We do a position paper where we don't submit them. And we highlight areas like the amendment of section 32 of the Constitution, where in fact Now, one of the bases that we press statement yesterday regarding the appointment, because this amendment of section 32, they say we forget nomination and search committee, where in a recommendation 36 of the tripartite or the unity agreement. So we highlight that day and we issue about that now that for make we get further clarity on whether the people them way that nomination and search committee they could all appoint and present to the president. Waiting will be the president in position if enough follow on that, because the constitutional amendment bill is silent on that, because not only for say there's a nomination and search committee, but then what happens if the nomination and search committee appoints people them and present them to president and president say no, I don't want them people here. So we ask for clarity on that. We also talk about the 30% of all party nominees for national and local elections for make them be human. All right, to say this provision, we agree say it supports the Gender and Equality and Women's Empowerment Act of 2022, right? But we view say that 30% quota in a Salone election under the district block proportional system go limit women and chances, because don't forget, if we were using the PR system, you they get the political parties then the list, the MPs them in order of preference or priorities, and if women then they don't that list, if na PR system, then get slimmer chances of being elected to parliament. So whilst we appreciate the 30%, but the proportional representation system not seem for make it help the 30%, because if political parties then put women then bottom on the list, then go get slimmer chances. We also talk about the parliamentary for approve the number of members of parliament per district. We say parliament per district based on census data. We talk about that again. That is a proposed section 4 amendment of section 38 of the Constitution. We also talk about the amendment of paragraph B of section 41 of the Constitution, where they talk about independent candidates for presidential elections. And the point where they bring say you forget sufficient financial capacity and community support. Many speakers don't talk about that. I think I hear me very learned senior GFK. They mention, say, how do you determine what is sufficient financial capacity of the candidates? One can put money inside democracy. We think, say, it's a mismatch and it should not be. Democracy is to serve, is not money. So for make you say, for make person be eligible for contest as a presidential candidate, if you get money, you know, then key now this presidential threshold, we come out from the 55% to 50 plus 1, and then this 25% of total valid vote cast in each district. Okay, we not say first of all, then this position not be supported by the constitutional review report nor the tripartite, because we read the blame games we come out where APC say, oh, not so we be agree for this, una don't tweak them or una don't manipulate with we agree, right? What was agreed actually now that 20% requirement, then say, but when na 25%, then they seem for when at 25%, then say, but now na 20% is being reflected, right? And then we concern that if you they say you they come out from 55% threshold, then you become 50 plus 1, then you say out of the 11 districts, okay, because right, you say you forget 2/3 is it? Yes, of that. Meaning, now 9 districts that party they forget 20% vote. Pan. We look say it's a further confusion, because if you come up from 55, then you can create that kind of threshold. Say out of the 14 or 11 districts provided, I mean, you forget 9 of that. You forget 20% in 9 of the districts, then na further problem. And the rationale for avoid runoff, we see say it even becomes more cumbersome.
Okay.
That's for let political party meet that threshold for making them be declared as winners. Then electoral petitions, the number of days, this now the other thing where we put in our opposition paper, the number of days for filing petition, we then say for be done in 3 days, you know, we look and say it's so short, because considering the complexities we involve in petitioning a petition in an election result. Okay. So these are the issues.
It's good that you don't take we to una concern them with regards to the constitutional review process. We don't go on and out in a parliament. But let me start from unpack them. We'll start with the nomination committee. Una say una get concerned, but government don't listen this on argument in several mediums. We go to parliament. We still say the AGB they argue say the reason for this now because the number one for limit the president in power. Is that not justifiable?
Well, we not question per se the establishment or the introduction of the nomination and search committee. Waiting we position paper they seek for, now that we adopt this comment. In fact, we say, we statement say, for the depoliticization of the search and nomination committee proposed for appointment of members of the political parties, right? So we not say what we note now that the specific functions of the search and nomination committee remain unclear. Not all the powers of the president to question, say for limiting. No, it remain unclear. We say it uncertain whether the nomination there go be binding on the president. Just as a note. Say if the nomination and search committee don't come now, they don't nominate person or people them for big commissioners of ECSL, then waiting go be the legal consequences if the president fail for comply with the committee. Because we don't want later like, oh, we are just doing how they call them a show of it. Say, okay, there's a nomination committee we don't appoint, but the president still gets right for refuse the appointment or the appointees. This is where we need clarification. Say, waiting will happen if this committee nominates and then president not comply with them. So we need provision. We need for no waiting will happen if the president. Otherwise, it will be like, okay, they have nominated, but the buck stops at my desk. So let me refuse this nomination. What happens after that? We need provision or we need clarification. Then we also say ex-ministers and members of parliament and then member of political party them where they inside the political party for be excluded from appointment as electoral commissioners, because we want fairness. So imagine you don't bring in ex-ministers or members of parliament, but we don't serve. Don't forget, an ex-minister definitely good in a party, a political party, they support the party. A member of parliament, of course, they be a member of parliament if you're not in a political party, if you are not a card holder. So we are saying those people should be excluded from being appointed as electoral commissioners. We therefore be clear on that, because you don't want somebody to be an electoral commissioner or chief electoral commissioner, then he get loyalty to a party.
But this is not the same at the current moment. ECSL commissioners are supposedly to be seen.
So very well. But we not say the reason for this the recommendation here stem from the problems of how people, the perceived problems of the 2023 elections. We create all these issues. So if we don't say because of the tenure make APC say, oh, the election was stolen, then believe say now they win, but they no declare them the winner. SLPP feel say no, we won because you are not able for proof say not to we win. And all of them things here we surround that 2023 elections, they make them come with a recommendation here. So yes, now so it be now, but for prevent and prohibit then situation, recurrences of then situation there, that is why we're saying that they exclude people that we get party loyalty. We all go to elections and vote, yes, but let it not be, possibly we are vowed to a political party, possibly in a minister, ex-minister, or possibly within a parliament or ex-parliamentarian.
Okay, continue for David Swin at the program. In name na Claude Bame Davis in the public relations officers for Lawyer Society. When we come back, we can talk about the concern we on a poll yesterday for sake of the appointment where the president be do as in be done appoint Edmond Alpha as the Chief Electoral Commissioner. The program they continue and now not time for them to take break.
Salone Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salone Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. You've done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salone Commercial Bank and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go on Salone Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
Commercial Bank. Corruption.
Me sister, better don't come for we country.
Like how?
Where we don't get the opportunity for get back money and property them, where government workman them and other people like can get bank corruption, money laundering, and plenty other yuki business. Then call this asset recovery. International law like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, we own anti-corruption law, and the anti-money laundering law self-support them.
Who that stand there before for make this happen?
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Financial Intelligence Agency, but in not up there, they can work with other agencies there like the banks, the police, the judiciary, and the international partners them.
Bobo, this not good to know. But how this go benefit we country?
Their money and assets where they take back from corrupt people them, government can use them for bring more development, we go better the life of Salone people them. But if this for happen, therefore make sure say them fend with them for work together one with partners them na Salone and other countries them, so that we go able to recover more assets. Same way so, therefore make sure say they investigate and take together action against anybody where they fail not say make investment overseas with money where the person gets pan corruption, no matter who that the person be. Again, therefore get proper policy wey go guide them how for use their assets when they get back, so that yuki no go dey at all. This message comes from Transparency International and Salone with support from the European Union Rapid Grant through Transparency International Secretariat na Berlin, Germany.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust in name na Africash by UBA. Whether you in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salone Safe, Africash they connect all African country them. With Africash, you go able send and receive money outside Salone to other African country them. Simple one. Whether you get account with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, any size and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash they give you the power for do am easy one with no stress. Na Africash na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
The program Good Morning Salone can continue for come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We bring this program this morning. My name is Chengno Jalo.
And my name is Yeno Kabia.
And inside the program, we continue for look at more other issues now. We're going to Parliament to say the Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha say because of the contract with government being signed with the Jolax manufacturing company inside 2020, make government be able for save about $180 million waiting for the use for import vegetable oil. A talk this way, remember them na Parliament be agree for this agreement between the government of Salone and Jolax manufacturing company. Abdina well of Parliament and puts these reports together. December 19, 2025, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Cissé, been tabled one agreement between the government of Salone and the Jolax Manufacturing Company, where they produce vegetable oil, soap, and other things them. This new agreement now for extended the 5 years agreement where the government of Salone been signed with Jolax Manufacturing Company Limited inside 2020 to 10 years. For sake of this, make the Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Cissé, inside 2025, been tabled this agreement for Parliament approval, and Tuesday, February 10, 2026, parliamentarians them don't agree for this agreement. But before member them na Parliament, they agree for this agreement, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Cissé, been take but 8 minutes for convince parliamentarians them, but why they for agree for this agreement? Away in the talk, it tell member them na Parliament say from 2012 to now, this company don't invest but $45 million na this business, and this investment in say don't help for cut down on the import of vegetable oil and improve export of the product, create job for over 700 people. For sake of all this, make the minister say the request from the company for extend the agreement now one way they in place.
This agreement and the company seeks for an extension to its current agreement. And as a ministry, we believe they've met all of the key requirements and obligations. The planned expansion, therefore, is to ensure that this company continues its current production and expand its production to other byproducts that have not yet been covered over the years. Mr. Speaker and honorable members of this House, following the agreement 5 years ago, $180 million United States dollars, which would have been used to import vegetable oil, has been used to procure crude palm oil in Sierra Leone, primarily from Sokfin. The company is also contributing to domestic revenue mobilization in terms of paying GST and other taxes.
Now this and plenty other reason them, the minister been present to member them now Parliament for make them agree for this agreement. And with 8 minutes of explanation, but why MP them for agree for this agreement, first person will be convinced and think say this agreement good for the country. Now Honorable Veronica Cissé, chairperson for the Trade Committee in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this agreement is very laudable, and it came at a time when we are talking about local content, job creation, economy booming, and of course beneficiary to local farmers. I think we should applaud the minister for bringing these documents before us. We want to produce here. What we produce here, we eat here.
Other persons serve, we been convinced that this agreement go help bring development in the country. Now, Honorable Umfa Besheko Roma, where they represent people in the western area urban, but even though in convinced, it still gets issue with the bad relationship with the company and get to stakeholders them and the community.
So what I'm stating here, Mr. Leader and Mr. Speaker, is the fact that Jolac has been in our community for years. I've been a member of parliament in those communities for over 7 years, 8 years now. And my relationship with Jolac has been one that has been strained, meaning they've not collaborated with me, they've not cooperated with me, they do not collaborate with stakeholders in that community to create jobs for people in that community. When we reach out to them, we are not reaching out to them for ourselves, we are reaching out to them for our people that we serve. And unfortunately, they've been snobbish. So I decided to stop reaching out to them. But I'm glad that this agreement is here today. And we should remind them that their responsibility is not just to government officials, their responsibility is also to stakeholders like me, even chiefs and chairladies in those communities.
Then 2 members of parliament here so been talk the mind of plenty other members of parliament them we talk during this debate. And one thing been clear now that all members of parliament agree say this agreement good, but plenty of them also been get question with the bad relationship where they exist between the company and community stakeholders. After all the arguments here, so the speaker been put forward the question if member of parliament them for agree for this agreement, and member them of parliament been finally agree for the agreement. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachegno Jalo, the report. Program where they listen to now Good Morning Salone, come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we still get the public relations officer for Lawyer Society. When our Claude Bami Davis, then the program they talk about concern we then get with the constitutional review process. We don't go on and now in our parliament. Welcome to the program again.
Thank you very much.
You know.
Okay, Claude, we see February 10, the President Julius Madabio being pulled an appointment letter also appoint Edmond Alpha as the Chief Electoral Commissioner, and according to the press release, President Bill quotes the 1991 Constitution, Section 32(3) of the Constitution, we give power for appointing electoral commissioner in consultation with political party them and all. After that appointment day, yesterday we see Usai Lawyers Society being pulled a press release Usa Unagi 3 concern them where una say una get for seeker with the appointment where the president do. For listeners them out there, una don't see this appointment and una be concerned. Waiting as well we concern them where Lawyers Society gets.
Oh, thank you very much again for this. So when you look at Section 32, the first thing is on the real understanding of the president appointing electoral commissioner in consultation with political parties. Now, when you look at the provision, it say the members of the Electoral Commission, that is Section 32, subsection 3. I'm coming to a point where we're established now, right? Because we see a letter where there is already an appointed person by the president and now consulting. Now, we're saying the members, the provision say the members of the Electoral Commission shall be appointed by the president after consultation. So the operative word here and then after consultation. Now, we see an appointment and now consulting with the parties. Looks like the reverse, in my opinion and in my interpretation. Because the appointment should have come after consultation. So consultations would have meant getting the political parties, get them say, okay, I have got A, B, C, X, Y, Z within my mind. How una see 'em. That would have been deliberated. That would have been the consultation, after which the appointment is made. But waiting we see now, the president do already appoint and now consulting. I don't know if una gets the distinction what the time for.
We understand that one, but yes. I also want to go to your attention. Say this is a new person at the block. Now, possibly we don't deserve as acting ECSL commissioner, and somebody we don't go to parliament, which means say or government go argue say they don't go through that process.
No.
Revert them to.
No. This is the chief electoral commissioner, and by the construct of the constitution, it say after consultation. The appointment comes after consultation. Not when you have appointed and now consulting. I mean, it look dicey now. Say the president is appointed, but albeit trying to throw the appointment to the political parties. It should have been consulting first with the political parties, after which you appoint.
What is the essence of the consultation?
Is to agree on the appointment.
Is it too late now if political parties still not want to agree?
No, I'm not
saying the appointment.
I am not saying it's too late, but I mean reading waiting the constitution say, me view by this subsection 3 say, the electoral commission shall be appointed by the president after consultation. Now there is an appointment. And it is only after the appointment that the consultation is coming. The consultation should have come before the appointment. That is my interpretation of this, by this provision. Okay, now let us come to our concerns. We think, say, there is an ongoing process for the amendment, particularly on this issue. We'll talk about the amendment of Section 32 of the Constitution. So, if there is an ongoing process, don't forget again, make us state this to the people. See, Waiting this amendment they about for do, now for curb or prevent the issues we emanate from the 2023 elections as against 2028 elections. So we no one forget a repeat of what happened or the grievances them way the other parties then they express out of the elections. So if you're doing it, you have your eyes set on 2028. So if one of the issues then are that we forget such a nomination committee where for get people them we then don't select and present them to the president for be part of the electoral commission. Now the president has gone on to appoint somebody. We don't defeat the purpose of this ongoing amendment as for 2028. Because if this appointment hold, then it means when I don't know, the nomination and such committee becomes redundant for 2028. It becomes redundant completely. And it's an ongoing process. So this is why we say for make this ongoing process day on, and then there is already an appointed chief electoral commissioner. It go defeat that purpose of the recommendation. And this is a recommendation from the tripartite committee. So we look and say, it's not proper, because if we actually want for do within the 80 recommendations from the tripartite committee and the report of the constitutional review committee, then we for make sure say we expedite the process so that we go able for come to this point of having a nomination and search committee. So but now, as it is, we the redundant that provision entirely. We're not questioning. So again, let us state this. We're not questioning the powers of the president. No way. We're not saying that I get the powers, right? Because I read some Facebook post them, everybody will say, not to the president for appoint. We're not saying he should not appoint. But we already know, say there is an ongoing process where involve this same issue here, the amendment of Section 32.
So yes. Lawyer Society thinks say this mean now for the ongoing process we get for do with the amendment of that Section 32 day, and we don't the society plenty people don't raise concern within the tripartite committee, more especially the opposition and civil society in implementing the recommendation there. Then we don't see the president appoint, then the search committee not start the work yet. What in this mean? So yes, now the second point then we will put that we press statement. We say if them proceed with Mr. Alpha in appointment before the implementation of the recommendation of recommendation 36 of the tripartite recommendation and recommendation 8.10 of the constitutional review committee, then it compromise the integrity of the reform process. Remember, all these electoral reforms. So if you don't do them now, it don't compromise the reform process and creates the perception for say there is not much commitment to the genuine electoral reforms and governance. Because if we actually are committed to it, as a note, we go expedite the process for we amend this constitution, particularly in the areas here by the right procedure, and then go by it. So, I mean, let me ask the question now. Let us say this appointment hold today, and then next week, Monday, for example, let's just say by reason of giving time, I know say there are processes incidental to this because these now entrenched clauses we get for do with 2/3 majority in a parliament, referendum and all. But let us say now the appointment hold today for just put time to it. Then in 2 months' time, right, they adopt the amendment there. What becomes of the nomination and search committee? The president, in consultation with the political parties, do appoint an electoral commission. So it undermines the process.
Somebody will listen to you ask the question now, why is it that now make it happen as soon as possible? Because the constitution, they make up only today, but not for years to come.
Yes. So, I mean, this we forgive them utmost attention because na in old with democracy. Don't forget, as I say, have been from 2023 elections Wetin happen na make dem can now dem put committee to people in together, what they call the tripartite committee, and deliberate on issues. Waiting that party they be things say not being correct or waiting for do now going forward. And going forward is 2028. So we for expedite the process and see that we able to get all the things here coming into effect as against 2028. So yes, I agree. Constitution not to where you can amend so giving it the utmost attention now that is required. Put everything to it for make sure say we get them because we're approaching the elections, so we can do it. It's about 2 years, so we can do it. But if we don't begin out of their recommendations, then they where the tripartite report carry, we don't begin pick out issues. They now they go out of it, out of their recommendation, and then we think say the reforms go be compromised.
Inside this tripartite recommendation, the ECSN na one will be key for let them go able for watch the reforms them and all. And then we don't do the reform, they don't go present them. Like the changes them way for being at the ECSN, the implementation 9 left. They will don't see this appointment where the presidents be. And some of the recommendations them where them be watch according to the reforms they would them be doing be present to the tripartite committee. Now that's plenty for the people already pick electoral commissioner way for day na the if you for day na the eastern region, if for tap day, if for day any region where you day na day you for tap, but that don't be one big concern. They will don't see this appointment don't come and the implementation then they don't implement the recommendation they waiting this mean coming as Salone the approach now for the 2028 election.
So it means we're going back to where we want to come from. Because if something happen, people then grumble, political parties then complain, then we say, okay, let us come around the table and discuss. We discuss. We agree. Say, going forward, the next election where they can. Okay, this one we don't agree now, say, we don't make the issues or whatever there. But the next election where they come, when at 2028, let we not make them same mistakes there. Let we correct them now before 2028. We agree. Now, 2026, approaching 2028, we begin pull the recommendation and we begin flout them or not comply with them. We're going back to where we were. And this is why we're saying, we just want politicians and government to be honest with the people. I mean, if we want for make sure we democracy be enviable, be exemplary, then their recommendations are beautiful recommendations, brilliant recommendations, where if we apply them, it's not possible, no party, no they can grumble if you lost election. Once we apply and implement them, nobody, when you lost election, you go sit down suffer. You don't get nothing for say. But now we don't begin go around them. And this is what we're saying. We're going back to where, I don't think we've even moved. We're just stationed where we are.
Okay. In name na Claude Bami Davis, and the public relations officer for Lawyer Society, then the program to talk about concerns that we then get with the constitutional review process. The program na Good Morning Salone come to you from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM. And inside the program, now attempt for me to take commercial break, and when we come, we'll join the other person we will get through the phone when APC representative for talk on the concerns that we then get with the rest. So it happened yesterday and serve the lower level election then go Saturday. The program Good Morning Salone they continue for come to you from the Democracy 98.1 FM.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them open with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers them loan we not go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Now UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then a plenty sign of the country. We then a Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we na www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, now the true bank for you.
Sierra Leone! The Office of the Entertainment Ambassador and Investment, in collaboration with Akau Resort 2026. Mr. DJ, pop up the volume.
Sweet cocoa sugar, mixed with banana.
And this time, it's the Mr. Gud Morning, the Ambassador of Entertainment and Investment. It's Valentine's celebration. All this happen na Kakao Resort, that na inside Kalautong. 100 leons for your ordinary ticket. Patron na 250 leons. Chief Patron na 500 leons. And Grand Chief Patron na by donation. So family them, no wait me and tell you, because all the big superstars them inside Black Leo and other stars them get for the day for make you enjoy entertainment at a first degree. Like Mel Dinero, Article Foyo, Rob G, Fine Face, Pete Wizzy, K-Rap, Wisha Baby, Boys Tex, and Lamtech. No wait better tell you, Valentine's Day, February 14, with the Mr. Ambassador, the King Gud Morning, all the best MC in a salon, DJ Calox the coach, Dunia Nimero or Vicky Dave of Citizen Radio. No forget you, we go buy you VIP, Patron, and Patron by donation, you will get food and drink. All this will take place na the Kakao Resort, Valentine's Day, February 14, the Office of the Entertainment and Kakao Resort Management, with Mr. Gud Morning and plenty other artists them. Now there they go soon.
All mama and papa want them pikin for sabi boku thing when they go na the internet, and then want them for go learn plenty thing wey go open their eye. But they also want to make sure say when them pikin and go online, they always safe. KidsOnet na the service where they make sure say where you pikin dey na the internet, it always they stay na safe and secure side. And not the see bad thing, and Africell no more able to do am with the KidsOnet service. With Africell KidsOnet service, you no need for worry. You pikin can go online, and they watch something, and they browse, and they do am safely. KidsOnet don't make any bad thing wey can you pikin away, and go protect am like soldier. You self go get collect because you know say all the harmful content there online no go come you pikin away. And this KidsOnet service very cheap. For just 9 million this service. Just dial *499# or *113# and choose Africell KidsOnet today. With Africell, you begin an online experience different, safe, secure, and always protected. Africell don't come with KidsOnet for the first time na salon.
Well, the program, they continue inside the program. They take one power headline story them. According to the lead defense counsel for the APC Secretary General, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, Suleiman Kabako Omase, na President Julius Madabio and Assistant Commissioner of Police Francis Mamadou Tomi na the complainants them where the states they represent by this case. Lawyer Suleiman Kabako Oma talk this, where him they give the reason why Magistrate Mustafa Brahmajana Pademba Road Court number 1 not for denying the APC Secretary General bail for the first time when he appear in a court on 3-count charge them for sake away police allege say in use word them against the President Julius Madabio inside the APC Mamaton meeting na Atuga Mini Stadium. Well, for more on this, make we listen to a reporter Fatou Bagba.
Madabio Tifi Jankoliko na some of the word them that when the court clerk na Pademba Road Magistrate Court number 1 been asked the APC Secretary General, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, if a member then word there were in say during the APC meeting at Atuga Stadium, and in clear say na the alleged statement that when APC Party Secretary General Lansana Dumbuya tinap na court for answer to Thursday afternoon, 12 February this year, and Lansana Dumbuya come na court with long trusses with blue and yellow print material shirt, and where the clerk announced in matter in the Waka Confidence 1 say in tinap na the dog and with a smile as in falling and behind in back in the watch up straight to the magistrate. Where the magistrate called for presentation, the lead defense lawyer Suleiman Kabako Oma call over 10 lawyers them where they represent Lansana Doumbouya upon this case. And the police been charged Lansana Doumbouya for 3 counts charge when are incitement, insulting language, and insulting behavior. All this according to police, they against Salone law. And the clerk been explain the charge to them when say inside one APC engagement na Atuga Stadium, the defendants use word them like Tifi Jankoliko against President Julius Maada Bio. But when the clerk don't read this 3 counts charge, the defendants Lansana Doumbouya talk say he not guilty but all the 3 counts charge where the police charge him for. As Lansana Doumbouya denied them charge there, the lead prosecution Yusuf Isaac Sise, Tinap and talks instruction for prosecute this matter, and so in the ask the magistrate for give them time as this go help them for come with all the witness them we then get for prove this case against Lansana Doumbouya. Where in the response to Yusuf Isaac Sise in statement, the defense counsel Suleiman Kabakoma been grabbed na court and talk say the information we then get in Bilex say na 2 complainants then depend this case. When a President Julius Maada Bio and ASP Francis Momodu Tommy and if him be say the prosecution not get witness we will make them carry on this case today, and go lek for ask the magistrate for giving clients bail. Where in the give reason them we make in clients forget bail, the defense counsel Suleiman Kabakoma begin read from the statement where they write na the press release where they say the talk where Lansana Doumbouya talk against the president not mean disrespect for the president, and the prosecutor make objection say the documents where the defense counsel they read not there before the court. And magistrate Mustafa Bramaja after we don't hear from the prosecutor he agreed to this objection. We make the defense counsel tap for read the document and continue for canvass the court for giving clients bail. The defense counsel quote from Isho Williams say bail now gift from the bench and in client forget this gift because in belief say in clients not to flight risk, and the defendant now legal person we get 26 years experience and safe in gets chimba we name Lansana Doumbouya and associate, and back na politician where all the national secretary general position na the main opposition APC party, and inside the affidavit where the prosecution write in reason say the magistrate not for grant this defendant's bail because the word where Lansana Doumbouya when the defendant used against President Bio able for cause chaos and public disorder in the country. Where in the address the affidavit, the defense counsel talk say all them points here where them put on the affidavit not sufficient enough for tap the magistrate not for grant in client's bail, as in say waiting in client talk na normal thing na the political space, and the defendant no mean disrespect for the president, and safe the more reason where the magistrate for give bail to in client na that and get for conduct the APC lower level election Saturday February 14 this year. But all waiting the lead defense counsel talk for canvass these courts for give bail to in client, magistrate Mustafa Bramaja deny the bail, as in say this matter in serious and then go consider them as criminal matter, and for this it need more evidence them we make and decide for adjourn the matter to February 16 this year. After this ruling, Magistrate Bramaja waka saful and gona in chimba, and the defendants Lansana Doumbouya with sad face make comments say the magistrate in ruling na political witch hunt, and the APC member that will be in a court begin sing the party song for console the defendant. Other party supporter them begin cry, and some big APC stakeholder them begin waka saful and with sorry face na the corridor. Some they enter saful na the motorcar and go, but some party APC stakeholder them not being able for control their anger as them begin talk loud one and they criticize the ruling because them think say this get for do with political party strategy for suppress the main opposition APC, more especially when they can't get the lower level election. One parent people here na lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara. as the whole court compound been full with different people. Plenty APC supporter them. Begin encourage the Secretary General as in the enter na the correctional center van. And this matter go come up again Monday, February 16 this year, where Radio Democracy go give una more updates but the status of this case for the Society for Radio Democracy and with support from Theodore Arena. Mina Fatu Nyangi Jibakba the report.
Well, the program they continue. Inside the program, we still get with studio guests. We na Claude Bami Davis. We na the public relation officer for Lawyer Society. Where they talk about the different things where they don't do, and self don't talk about their position and all. You don't talk about the appointment, the section 32.3 of the 1991 Constitution of the appointment, and self una get to that concern them back where una talk on waiting for do now with the tripartite recommendations them as the section 32 key. Now the tripartite recommendation. This appointment don't be made. Consultation they are now with the political party. They will see the appointment to society and the different political party they will the presidents be copy and the one they will concerned and they left now for they then begin to the consultation. One other is concerned. Waiting this mean if in Ghana Parliament they approve Edmond Alpha for be the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Waiting this mean in the year of this tripartite and serve the law.
So we're banking on the belief, and most times we will hear you say, oh, the president is a listening president. So at this point, we believe, say, the president would listen to the call we the people that they make, because as we say, if we want to get away from the position where we've been there, 2023, we create all this tension where we see so now, then let us be compliant with the recommendations. And we believe, say now that we don't bring this up, the political parties then too, then self get your mechanisms, then get your approach, then self go make their actions known, and then see they don't write, the secretary to the president don't write them, say make them give them views. One thing I want to bring out now that really and truly, when we say consultation, if for involve meeting with the people. I'm not saying writing letters might not amount to consultation, but it is efficient and effective if the president would have met with the political party leaders them, na a round table, tell them, say, okay, I don't, the person within my mind, na Edmond Sylvester.
Okay, Claude, we dey hold you there. We dey come back to you as we dey go online now, and we dey talk to Minkailo Koroma, when a member na the APC communication team. We for be joining at the studio, but don't get her on the line now. Minkailo, good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salone.
Good morning, 98.1. Delighted to be on the show.
We've been seeing outside PPRC been find the APC party. APC party be don't pay that fine day for sake of statements say we then say them be make. Then yesterday now we see after APC don't pay the fine, we see the courts. Then we invite the Secretary General, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, for Ghana courts because of what them we then say in talk against the president and all that in them. In be appear yesterday in a courts, Usai in be represented by Bobo Kaba. After that, now we've been seeing and being grant and bail and instilled in at the correctional center. And APC party we don't see waiting. We see the different statement that have been come up from the party. After this, how the APC party be receive this judgment yesterday? We've been come out from magistrate yesterday.
We see the judgment as unfair. Well, the action as unfair. We see and see that this the lawyer go tell you a double jeopardy. The law very clear. The institution where they regulate political parties and conducts are the PPRC. Now for just commonplace political register where somebody go use, we all over the world
would they see the rhetorics and the people they use them? PPRC decide for slam a fine on we. So National Secretary General Alansana Dumbuya don't do so and so. But because we don't want to forget issues, we want to focus on the conduct of we lower level elections and we National Delegate Conference. All what PPRC don't do, wait for them make APC vex, we say we not agree, we accept. We pay the fine and all. In fact, after we PPRC we don't fine, there was no need for let CID invite her in the first place. But CID decide for invite him, then detain him, he passed the night day, and then later then put on bail. Thinking that the matter go end day, they also decide later for call him and charge him to court. Yesterday I was in attendance within a court. It was so pathetic. We see the bill we asked for, then deny we the bill. At the end of the day, they remand lawyer Lansana Dumbuya. I mean, this not only double jeopardy, but this not good for democracy, not good for political tolerance, it's not good for national cohesion. And so we the ask, let them look at them very critically and understand clearly. Say the body we're responsible for actually regulate political parties. Now the PPRC. And now we see recently the PPRC even suspend the APC because we late for pay the fine according to them. And later, yesterday, we also see a publication we see they don't lift the suspension. That tell you see then they do the work effectively and efficiently. But you see, waiting don't come, for unfold lately, now that most of the things that we SLPP, the leaders, and they say, now they see law enforcement officers and they also they push. Now you sit down, the chairman of the SLPPC, then get the commander-in-chief, when are the president, then get the army, then get the police, then they do everything for win the 2023 election. So that now then they put into practice. So the statement that would have been done they make, now the scene also they unfold. Because, waiting there when they not tell Anes by Kogoma. Videos then they, when people they hold placards, that the UN House take Kana Saliona ministers then they tell them say then at Tiffy then they eat Ebola money, they eat mudslide money, talk all kinds of things. But when they know say they're not thief, they're not vex. I think say if you mean a president, I'm not for vex for them kind of rhetorics and they because he come on place in politics. But we just tell the nation say this action where the police they take against we. Now, where the court don't take against we, augur well for the smooth running of democracy in our country. We forget to think. Lansana Dumbuya not deserve for the outside this. Lansana Dumbuya a decent lawyer. We don't practice for more than 20 years. We get a character beyond reproach. We, I think, say don't conduct itself very properly. That particular statement we make on that day in Atuga, now statement and the way, all over the world, people can make that kind of statement in a political gathering. Ordinarily, not just sit down so no more a maker, not just sit down so make audio, not just sit down so record video. Now political gathering. And in that gathering, and they then kind of statement and they come. We don't see SLPP they get gathering, even the president they pull in for we. Samuel Kamara and give me an upper court I go jam. We don't see the chief minister refer to the opposition as unprogressive. Where some misguided people let me grab and say then the stage demonstration on August 10, we see the president can refer to the opposition as terrorists. A lot of statements they don't make against the opposition, but at least we don't allow them for provoking to aggression. We don't maintain we calm. The elections in 2023 we are not properly conducted. They were rigged in broad daylight. We get reports them. We so clearly say the elections were rigged. So if it last and re-echo the fact say the elections were rigged and that in 2028 we not go take down the anymore, I don't think say for day by and back because of that statement at all.
Okay, with all this, Lansana for appear back Monday, then the APC gets very important waiting for doing at the lower level election, and Lansana Dumbuya very key as the Secretary General for they in charge of that. So waiting at the status of the APC lower level election as APC they prepare now for going to that.
My sister, we did in a complex political emergency. As a political scientist, now so I go refer to the situation we're in right now. As I talk, the APC leadership therefore assembled now the PPRC this 11 o'clock today for make them go get the verdict or what you go say the ruling on the petition where Honorable Almami Kamara be make against the current leadership. Yesterday, say up until 9 p.m., the National Advisory Committee when a NAC extended NAC in the meet. I've been there briefly and then left for go take some interviews. The party will communicate clearly. There was no clear decision, but preparations are on the way for the conduct of the lower level elections tomorrow. Today by midday, the party will communicate clearly, waiting at the final decision regarding that. But we geared up, we are not intimidated, we are not distracted, and we are set for the conduct of the lower level elections. Today, we will clearly communicate.
Let me assume say the ruling na PPRC go in on our favor. We still get the capacity for all the lower level election without na Secretary General.
Now I make I say the party will communicate clearly. When the Secretary General then be reminder yesterday, he been give administrative authority to the organizing secretary for let's take care of the secretariat. The organizing secretary then give administrative authority. Well, we therefore look at the constitution and the legal advisor then go advise if he equally also get the statutory mandate for carry out certain functions. Because you know, see when it comes to the publication of delegate register, now the Secretary General get the legal authority for do that. And boku things and the Secretary General now the nucleus, now the center of a party, most of the things in constitution give power say now they sanction them. If the Deputy Secretary General, when Honorable Abdel Usman Timbo no be resign for run for flag bearer, like Williams and Adumbuya they incarceration, so all of their decisions and they go get the statutory mandate for take them. But because him be don't resign, there is a vacancy. The Secretary General don't delegate responsibilities to the organizing secretary for run the administrative affairs of the party at secretariat level. So when it comes to statutory mandates, the legal team will advise on that clearly, and we will communicate before the end of the day to the membership of the APC today and the general public.
Okay, so you the talk say una go advise or the legal team go advise accordingly when it comes to the legal issues for make the organizing the acting Secretary General now go and organize the election. We'll get less than 24 hours to the lower level election for start tomorrow. Watching at our situation day now, any other things don't be put in place away from the legal issues in terms of holding the election?
Everything is in place. The resources are available. The IEMC be asked for certain money way the party don't make available to them. All resources they at hand, both the human capacity and financial resources, logistical resources, everything they in place. It is a matter of following procedure and doing what is right. We may not want to hold conventions and come back to face series of litigations and petitions. So therefore the legal team will advise accordingly, so that we go get our rights. We don't have to do anything. We go take we back after we don't spend boku money and can't tell we otherwise. So we take with time. But by God in power today, the leadership of the APC will conclude on that day. Even if they say the elections they take place tomorrow, we get the capacity for deploy and we get the capacity for conduct them.
When it comes to legality, nothing say that one don't be sorted out because we see before the Secretary General appear in a court, a letter already be done come away, it asks that organizing secretary for take charge. Nothing say if we don't see that one, they say it's still right to be done.
There are certain functions where you know the delegates. I don't think say the Secretary General again say let's take care of the administration of the secretariat. You get certain statutory functions when the Secretary General no more go perform. So the legal team go sit on back and advise. And again, that is why we even get NAC. Within the second highest decision making body, in the absence of a national delegate conference, NAC he also decide and give the power to whether they forgive or for add the powers of the organizing secretary and the acting Secretary General with the delegate responsibility to. If it NAC sit down and take decision, say in the absence of the Secretary General, you do these functions, as long as it is taken by NAC, that decision will go be respected and we don't go contravene the constitution.
Okay, Honorable Almami Kamara in decision today now about legitimacy. So you don't think say this executive no gets right for all any election?
Well, this executive, I'm not going to say they're not get right for all any elections. Granted that the tenure they expire on the 18th of February 2026, because then we swear them into office on the 18th of February 2023. We constitution say that for all office for 3 years, and the 3 years they come to expiration. However, we don't see circumstance that this country where people not invoke the PPRC Act of 2022. SLPP, for example, then be did an extension so that they go able to conduct lower level elections at the National Delegates Conference. I mean, the APC equally don't ask for that opportunity because the law very clear now, the PPRC Act. Say then tenure they come to expiration, but because they don't commence the process, let them give them a window of 6 months so that they go able to conduct all lower level elections and the National Delegates Conference before then transition the party finally to a new executive. So it is legal for let the party continue, the executive continue.
Okay, plenty thank you genuine at the program. In a Minkailu Koroma, in a member na the APC communication team, where they don't talk about different things them as according to the APC party they go 11 o'clock this morning at PPRC for go listen waiting will be the outcome for sake of the case where honorable Almami Kamara been go with the party we get to do with legitimacy as they say this executive term then term done and then get rights for all any election and radio democracy go bring updates for sake of waiting go come out na PPRC. The program they continue.
And inside the program we started to look at text messages inside the program we come to studio guest and winner Claude Bami Davis and the public relations officer for Lawyer Society. Then at the program they talk about constitutional review process so far we then get certain concern with now this provision. I can to you quick and take some of these text messages. So we go on our Facebook page and take this one from Bristol. They say, is a tripartite document a parallel document to the constitution or an element to be part of the constitutional amendment? Does the president have to wait for the constitution to be amended before he does his work on establishing an electoral commissioner?
And this other one, they say, under the 1991 Constitution, all presidents appoint the electoral commissioner and later seek Parliament approval. That's why we need to move fast in the new proposed amendment now in Parliament.
This other post from a Facebook page also they come from Amadou Kagbo. They say the Lawyer Society is an illegal body. The Constitution only provide for bar association. As lawyers, if you feel aggrieved with the outcome of your election, you should have gone to court rather than forming an illegal body.
This one from Emmanuel on Facebook say the letter from the president to political parties a call for view on the intention of president to appoint and name person as chief electoral commission. This is an appointment. The letter is never addressed to the named person or in copy.
You know, I think I want to go on Facebook, I mean, our YouTube page quick, while you take the other messages and from the Radio Democracy Facebook page.
Okay, well, this one they say Lawyer Society, una for make sure say all una concern them, una put onto the right side and the right channel. But wait till me think now that the president get the right for appoint the chief electoral commissioner. But Salone Constitution we need for go back and see and amend them because till end of the day we're not good for the country in peace and democracy.
This person from YouTube page says, I want to express appreciation to the APC for complying with the payment directives. I'm encouraging the party to take necessary measures to ensure that its members, supporters, and operatives conduct themselves in accordance with the law.
For Mark 10 and New England Valley, say I'm happy that the Parliament of Sierra Leone has formally invited stakeholders to submit position paper on legal opinion on the proposed Constitution of Salone Amendment Act 2025 as part of efforts to strengthen public participation in the lawmaking process.
This other message also from YouTube page, they say the democracy. Most of these guys are not looking at the national issues with their professional eyes but political eyes. I want to kindly ask my friend in the studio to read the letter well and comprehend it. Let them remove their political lens and use national or professional lens in looking at national issues.
This one, they say democracy. Please ask your guest if Edmond Alpha is qualified.
This other person, they say, while the consultation with political parties is a constitutional requirement, the last 20 years have shown that this really refuse. I think we don't take that one day, right?
Yes, and this other one, they say from Hassan, they say, dear SLPP and His Excellency Dr. Julius Madabio, be the bigger brother, he release him with a warning.
This final post I will take for now. They say the Law Society itself is a set of APC cabal. The question I have, are they registered entity before condemning the decision of the president in appointing the new ECSL boss please provide your legality as registered organization.
Well, the final me they read from Mark 10, they say, I wish to express appreciation to the APC party for complying with the payments directive. I'm also encouraging the party to take necessary measures to ensure that its members, supporters, and operative conduct themselves in accordance with the law. Well, Bami, some of the messages, then that's where don't come inside the program, you go respond to them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, listeners and viewers, for then comments and I'm happy for getting feedbacks. Then fine. Now, let me address this issue of lawyers' society. I mean, nothing not registered and using the word illegal. I mean, even some senior lawyers, the women here in a radio, they use the same word. Illegality, now something we prohibited by law. Lawyers' society is not illegal. Yes, it is an unregistered body as it is, and we all know we don't talk about it on several times on air and social media. We to make them not register. We have been to all of the institutions that we for register. They have not registered us. We have nothing to do about that. So whilst then they say we are not registered, it go fine again if the people of Sierra Leone can call on those bodies where they register institutions for their registered lawyer society, because we all know the dynamics. So I mean, the illegality not a way prohibited by law. Are we prohibited by law not to associate? No. The Constitution gives us freedom, the right to association. The Constitution gives us the right to assembly. So if we may do anything we illegal, police for don't invite we. So using the word illegality is misplaced completely. Not registered, get in own dynamics. Say certain actions then they like for make you be sued or suable, you get for be a corporate body. So when you're not registered, na then right then you might not have. But it does not make you illegal. They're using this word illegal. If we were illegal, police for don't invite we. Then for don't say, oh, una don't breach this provision of the law. So una all come look una na CID. They can't. Because we're not doing anything illegal. We have the right to associate. We have the right to form a body. Right? So I think say that's enough. On registered body, not to an illegal body. I think even lawyers, I don't hear senior lawyers, the AYV, they talk, say we illegal. What is illegal? We're not illegal. If we're illegal, we would have been in the cage of the police or the court. Now, yes, somebody say, does president have to wait before he does his work? We are not saying, we're not saying he gets for wait. But there is a situation now already, say that they amend the constitution for mid-up 2028. It's not simple understanding. For mid-up 2028 election. And one of these amendments, they speak to the issue of appointing electoral commissioners. So for that reason, they say there is this ongoing process. Make it not become a redundant process eventually. Let us expedite this process of the review and follow that process of nomination or such committee. That is all what we're saying. Because if you can now, they can invoke section 32 subsection 3 of the Constitution, then it means this provision where we amend now na this amendment bill, no, they make sense anymore. So that is what we're saying. We're not saying elections at 2 years from now. So we're just saying small restraint. Okay. Somebody mentioned, say, the letter call for views for consultation. We're saying they talk about that before when I get the call. Say actual consultation. Let us even assume, say, okay, let presidents go with section 32, subsection 3, right? Consultation for be efficient and effective, get for do it sitting in the round table. Talk your views, you listen, exchange ideas, rather than just writing a letter. Efficient at all. We look say, okay, all the leaders of the political party then for sit down at a table, presidents give, okay, I don't consider this person for be the electoral commissioner or the chief electoral commissioner. Waiting now you views ADP, waiting now you view SLPP, waiting now you views APC. Then they exchange ideas. And based on the exchange of their ideas, then they will don't put all the cards on the table. Then the president can come and appoint. But now by writing a letter, in fact, the letter they give timelines if you say within 3 days. So what happens if that is unclear, if the party they reply say, oh, we don't want this person because of ABCXYZ. Nothing is there. Just say we want to now reply in 3 days. So we not look say that's a proper consultation. Right. Then somebody talk say if the tripartite paper now a parallel document to the constitution. No, we're not saying that. But let us don't forget that now as a result of what happened the election 2023 give rise to this tripartite committee. And if people don't go sit down, they don't discuss it, for make we get peace, let we avoid this tension and all, let us follow this recommendation. It is only good. It is only of good conscience that we make sure we follow that. We're not saying it is. And that is why, because it is not a parallel document to the constitution, that is why it has necessitated the amendment of the constitution for reflect the recommendations in there. So I'm sure that answers it. If Edmond Alpha qualified, yes, he's qualified. We're not questioning his qualification. We're questioning, say, the tripartite recommendation. Say, let us have such a nomination committee. We go deal with this issue. So let we restrain ourselves small, expedite the process, and follow that such a nomination committee.
So what do they expect now as we round up the program?
As I may say, almost every now and then they say, oh, the president is a listening president, we government are a listening government. This is a test for the president and the government for make we self-confirm, say yes, the president and the government now a listening president and a listening government for make them listen to them with consensus, we go good for we nation and we democracy.
Plenty thank you to you, Claude Bami Davis, Public Relations Officer, Lawyer Society, for joining the program today and talk on the issue. When I get to the process so far for the appointment of Edmond Alpha as ECSL Commissioner. When I ask the program, Good Morning Salone left for today. Plenty thank you to the production team, Michael Sambola and Ademi Jackson with Mange Mansari produce the program. Mary Kamara Bangura make family for watch we live now Facebook page. DJ came and give you technical support. To meet again, we present this program. Can't tell me your name. Now, Channel Jalo, they say Juma Mubarak.
Emina, you know, Kabia, they say it's at